funny about it. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Guys, how's it going? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Okay, so this video is actually going to be about some really concerning footage that I've been watching and other people have seen over on This Mad Mama over on her YouTube channel. Veronica is known for posting some questionable content as it is, but this time we actually saw how she puts her 14-month, she says 14-month, but I'm fairly sure she said 16-month-old like baby before. Putting them to bed, basically putting them to sleep on a, like, she says it's her bedroom, but I thought this was her living room. I'm completely confused. Just literally putting them to sleep on the floorboards, on a blanket, not really dressed or anything. And it was just extremely concerning to see, because surrounding this child, like I've already kind of shown you in the beginning, surrounding this child is just mess and just things that they can get into. I've seen them starting to walk. I'm pretty sure I saw a clip of that happening. A lot of this video is just going to be me reading comments that Veronica has actually replied to. This is a little bit of a triggering video, to be honest, because I didn't realise just how bad it actually was until I saw the footage. And I was like, you know, that, I don't want to sound horrible, but if you watch the footage, that baby didn't really seem very clean, okay? The child didn't really seem very clean. They were being put to bed on this like cold hard wooden floorboard, and the reasonings as to why this child doesn't have a bed or a pack and play or a cot or a literal anything, the reasonings as to why is completely mind-boggling. So we're just going to do a little bit of investigative work. Sorry, I cannot say that word. And you're going to see, but honestly, it just, her YouTube content at the minute has been quite eye-opening into what it's actually like. It does honestly just seem like she does favourite the eldest. She does a lot of things for her oldest kids, and then the younger ones just sort of get left by the wayside a lot. I don't know who is looking after these young kids as she's trailing around with the older ones. I have absolutely no idea what's going on, but it does kind of ring true, and a lot of people have called her out on this. One commenter wrote, questions. 1, you aren't seriously putting a baby to bed on the floor alone. 2, you expect young children to get ready for bed on their own and punish them if they don't. 3, you know you have to brush their teeth. 4, if you don't give them a bath, surely you would at least wash their face and hands while brushing their teeth. 5, would you go to bed yourself before knowing your kids were safe sleeping? And number 6, why do you spend so much money on some kids' birthdays and not the same amount of others? And the thing is that she is still out here begging. Not necessarily, well, she has definitely begged in the past, but I literally saw this clip, and in the description it said, if anyone feels like donating, like getting my child what she wants for her birthday or whatever. The whole thing is just a complete and utter mess, and it is true. In the last footage, in the last video I did on her, I'll even play you this footage, but she's literally seen going, guys, it's 2:30 in the morning, go to bed. Like, her little kids, her, you know, 7, 8, 9-year-old kids. Like, this isn't even vaguely funny. This is actually really quite serious. Like, it really is. I understand she's got 12 kids, but the way that she treats the youngest ones, like, oh, just go to bed, oh, just do this and that. You have to show them how to do these things. It doesn't really seem like that's been what's been going on. Like, what? I don't know. And honestly, putting her kid to bed on that floor was just horrendous, but we're gonna see exactly what she says about that.
You guys actually go to bed? What did I say? It's 2:30. Go to bed.
It's the best time to be playing.
Marv, go to bed.
Why?
Because it's 2:30. Go to bed.
Why me?
Because everyone has to go to bed. Why are all the lights on?
I don't know. Earlier I turned them all off.
Ugh.
So you spend money on your favourites like $100 pants, crop tops, steak and lobster at Outback, piercings, shopping sprees, dolls, snacks, candy, takeout, etc., but can't be bothered to buy your baby a pack and play or a crib so he's not sleeping on the floor. You can put Montessori mattresses on the floor too. How is this acceptable to you? Don't you want better for your kids? Such a shame. Which, by the way, this is 100% true, because if you look at one of her elder kids, their bedroom is amazing. You look at some of the younger kids, their rooms are an absolute state, because Veronica quite literally cannot be bothered to teach them how to clean up, yet she then sanctions them, doesn't allow them out of the house to go to the beach, etc., but it's because they just don't know how to clean, because they've never really been told, and the whole thing is a complete mess. Anyway, this is what Veronica had to say. he would crawl right off of it. So what is the point? Anyway, someone else then said, you did not just leave that baby in the dark on the hard floor to sleep. You cannot truly believe this was an okay thing to do. And then Veronica then said, better than him roaming the house alone at 3 a.m. or falling off of my bed. Cribs don't work on toddlers who climb. And I'm just going to say this right now, even the Reddit thread actually found many other alternatives to him just sleeping on a cold, hard floor. If you're really going to just put a mattress on the floor, which I mean, a lot of people do actually tend to sleep on the floor on mattresses and whatever. Some people do actually prefer to do that. If you're going to do anything, make sure they've actually got like a proper little mattress on the floor. But I don't fully believe that's even her room though. Is that her room? Because it honestly looked like a living room, a sitting room of some sort, of some description. It just seemed ultra strange how she wouldn't even try and find anything remotely more comfortable. There are also loads of pack and play type things that actually have this kind of netting on the top. Veronica then responded and said, he's had a couple, he kept ending up under the bottom insert. I'm going back and forth on a couple things. Might just put a baby gate on the boys' room so he can use the toddler bed again. Maybe nervous once he learned how to climb out. The thing is, right, is that I strongly feel like every child deserves something a hell of a lot more than just a blanket on a wooden floor. And you can get pack and plays and other things that have extremely thin, I don't mean like in a dangerous way, but you can definitely find different alternatives, okay? They definitely do exist. And you would have thought after 12 kids, you would have realised this, like, it's just not a good look. And the fact that she films it, shows it, just makes it seem like that has just always happened. And it's really, really sad to see. Like, I didn't like seeing it. I don't like seeing it at all. It's like, it's bad enough that it's like, oh, it's 2:30 and all the kids are still awake. But she's putting her child to sleep. They don't look that clean. They're on a cold, I don't know if it's cold, I'm just kind of saying that, but on a wooden floor with a blanket. Like, at least get a mattress. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's lazy and she's now being called out on it. So in reply to this comment, which I've already shown, she said, the floor in my room is safer than the bed, but I'd like you to show me any other time you see me do that. Stop acting like this is every night when you've seen it once. 2, I do expect them to get ready for bed. I don't understand what more you think I'm supposed to be doing. Okay, there's just so much to break down right here, but I'm just going to carry on. Why can't an 8-year-old brush her own teeth? She knows how. 4, they get their baths in the morning. Why do they need multiple a day? Who does that? You must not have a water bill if that's what you're doing. 5, I go to bed because I work there. Up editing videos until 4 a.m. so I can be awake by 9:30. 6, my spending depends on several factors, such as how much I have at that point. If that child has demonstrated that they both want and need, I then take care of things. Okay, so number one thing, the child on the floor, she's like, oh, you've only seen me do it once. Then why are you replying to people saying he's not capable of sleeping anywhere else, that you've exhausted the other options? I have a sneaky feeling that he's been sleeping there for a little while. Okay, that's just my own personal thoughts and feelings. Number 2, this whole thing about your kids, like they know how to go to bed and things. No, they don't. They're up at 2:30 in the morning, Veronica. That means they don't have a routine. They don't have like structure in going to bed. I've seen all the things with them not brushing their teeth and them like trashing their room, and then Veronica punishing them because they haven't done what she wants them to do. But it's like, you haven't ever shown them, and it's very, very obvious with reading a lot of your replies, like, honestly. And I do feel bad at the fact that she has 12 kids and it doesn't really seem like she has any help from their dad, who didn't even like doesn't pay anything according to Veronica, but supposedly lives in their basement. The whole thing is a little bit strange. But you know, I will say that no, I don't think your kids do know how to go to bed. I don't think you've taught them. They're up at 2:30 and they're like 8. Do you know what I mean? It really doesn't take much to put 2 and 2 together that things are not operating very well. And it's a safety concern when you see a 14-month-old child going to sleep on a hard wooden floor with a blanket looking a little bit dirty, okay? And I really don't, like, you know, if you've watched my channel long enough, I'm not out here like slating every person I see and all that. I'm trying to be quite fair with it. But to be honest, there's only so much kind of leeway I can really give on this, because it was pretty shocking. And, you know, I don't believe her when she says that that was a one-time thing. Otherwise, she probably would have mentioned it. Just at the least a mattress. I'm just really not buying it. And It's scary. Anyway, to sort of round this one off, I really do hope that Veronica does get the help that she kind of needs at this point. I hope that, I don't know, just anything. I mean, I know that she's going to be starting the kids at school quite soon, and I do wonder what has pushed her to do that, because she has slated the schooling system for the longest time. I mean, I'm just glad the kids are going to be in some form of education, because to be honest with you, I can't really imagine her doing a lot of homeschooling. But at least that's a positive. I don't know what caused this change, but anyway, I'm going to leave that one there. I hope you guys have a wonderful day wherever you are in this world. Take care of each other, take care of yourselves, and I will catch up with you guys in the next video.